Hello, team, and welcome to episode 15 of Creative English. What we have here is a failure to instruct. And bonus points if you got the movie reference. My students did not. But our class this week was a request by Ms Luiza about how to give instructions, how to give directions. And she was talking specifically about here in these video calls, but I think the same rules apply in here as they do out there. So we'll be taking a look at how to give some quality instructions. To start things off, I sent you a little video. It's for English learners. The content is good. The acting is questionable, to say the least, but I think it is a good way to start. And first thing I would like you to think about is, where is it common for you to give instructions? Because that will probably be what you want to practice. Are they always clear? I'm an English teacher. I teach English. I give instructions here. And no, they're probably not always clear. I do my best, but I'm sure they could be better sometimes. And sorry, I took off my glasses to clean them. How could you make them 10% better? Maybe by simplifying the English. Sometimes I dose what I say for my more advanced students, and maybe I could simplify it a bit. Have you already bought any chocolate eggs for Easter? Absolutely not. I might want to avoid buying chicken eggs. They're so expensive, but I'm not falling for this trick, this marketing scam. And I told Lee she can pick any chocolate egg, but next week after Easter. And next up, what is our skill? Giving clear instructions. And for that, I think we need to be comfortable with 3 grammar points, starting with the imperative. Do, go, watch, play, find, stop if you're driving a car. These are the imperatives. And it's the easiest form in English because you don't even need a subject. It's the only time in English that you can have a complete sentence without the subject. Go right to the verb. Now, that said, you also need to be careful. Why? People sometimes don't like being told what to do. It can be a little bit rude, a little bit too direct. So make sure to pad it, to balance it with some modals. What are the modals? They are verbs that modify other verbs, and they are very helpful to sound more polite. Next, you should do this. Could you do this, please? I think please, it's not a modal verb, but it goes a long way. Do this and please do this. Even though it's just one word difference, even though it's just a one word difference, it changes the way you are heard. So I do think please is the magic word for a reason. So use your modal verbs. Good news is you just use a modal verb with the base form of the verb. No modifications, no done, no did, no doing, no does. If you know the verb, you know how to use a modal. Number 3. I have this list here on the right of sequencing words, but you don't need to learn all of these. You need to have a few. And maybe one to start. First of all, firstly, to begin, and you need a few to connect. After that, next, then, if you want to sound fancy, furthermore, or moreover. I like them when you are giving some good arguments. But I think they help us organize our ideas logically. I just say, do this, do this, do this. After the second do this, it gets a little bit confusing. So I think these help. And how will you practice? Using each of these at least once. Give some simple instructions. You're going out of town. Teach your neighbor how to feed your cats, how to take a screenshot and send it to someone, how to fry an egg, whatever is appropriate for your life. Little game similar to this activity above. Backseat driver. A backseat driver. This was an expression of the week last year, and it is someone who gives too many instructions. Originally, you're driving your car and you're going too fast. Turn there. You're going the wrong way, and it's not very fun when you are on the receiving end of these. But this expression, backseat driver, has left the car, and you can use this even like in business, micromanaging. That's being a backseat driver, and just in general about giving too many instructions or opinions when a person's not participating. But we will turn this into some fun English practice. I've left you some instructions here. Pick one that you think is relevant and give these extra instructions to a friend. See if they can understand everything clearly. That's the way to practice. Next up, our talking point, Easter. And for me, I remember Easter as a time when I used to see my dad's side of the family. It was cool. We used to have those Easter egg hunts, so it was a good time. But my first question is a fitness check. Would you rather 30 chicken eggs or one chocolate egg? If you answer 30 chicken eggs, congratulations, you are a fitnessy person. If you pick one chocolate egg, don't worry, you're just in the Easter spirit. And oldest Easter memory, an ideal way to celebrate Easter this long weekend. We get some extra days off, very cool. Have you ever been on an Easter egg hunt? Consists of chocolate. Discuss. The best chocolate egg. Team, I'm a big fan of Reese's, even though I'm not really a chocolate person like some others are, but I really love Reese's. Peanut butter, it's my pick. And your expression of the week, to walk on eggshells. Here in Portuguese, we say to walk on eggs, but in English, we'll say walk on egg shells. Same expression. You can use this to get that good communication with a little bit of informality. And my advanced recommendation, keeping this theme about communication, about giving directions. I really love this podcast. I listened to about 15 minutes of it and went back because I realized I hadn't been paying enough attention. It's an hour and 20 minutes, which is why I include the word advanced. But I think anybody who is interested in improving their communication in English or in Portuguese will benefit from it. And some questions for you to think about. All right. Last up, some tips from my students. Today is Thursday, so I will include a couple more, but take a look. I noticed that everybody mentioned being clear. So my next question might have to be, what makes instructions clear? And to finish us off, some vocabulary you can use on a video call. One that I did not include here, which I do think is relevant: top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, because sometimes you need to click on something. So it's something you need to be able to say as well. Team, that's it. Like always, thank you, and I hope to see you in class. Have a good one.